Welcome to AI Bytes, folks. It's your boy Kevin Hart, but there's a twist. I'm not the real Kevin Hart. I'm an AI version of him. Ain't that something? Now, before we get into it, if you're digging what you hear, do me a favor and share this with at least 3 of your homies. And while you're at it, drop us a comment. Tell us which artificial intelligence version of a celeb you'd love hearing next time here. Up for that? Great. All right. Let's do a quick recap. We had some slight redirect mischief happening with AI.com, shifting from OpenAI's ChatGPT right to our man Elon Musk's XAI, followed by Instagram making things transparent with the labels for AI-generated content. Moving right along, through a recent survey conducted by McKinsey Global, a surge in the use of generative AI tools was noticed. Change of scene. It's everything science with NASA collaborating with IBM and Hugging Face to tackle obstacles like climate change using Earth data. Quite exciting. Finally, who could have seen this coming years ago? AI investments all set to touch $200 billion globally by 2025, shaping modern-day economics significantly. And guess what? The main hero turning heads seems to be generative AI. Magnificent, isn't it? Moving on to the more detailed versions of these interesting updates. Let's dive deeper. All right, y'all, get ready, because we're about to splash into these fresh AI updates straight off the press. Now, hold up. Wait a minute. Have you noticed this thing? The website AI.com that used to swing you over to OpenAI's ChatGPT. Well, guess what? It's doing the old switcheroo, and now it's pointing folks towards XAI, That little AI company Elon Musk just happens to be playing around with. Oh, wait, it thickens. All that chit-chat swirling around last year about who might have snatched up this super pricey domain, remember? Mashable let slip that this super sleuthing domain dealer Saw.com was the main player pulling strings behind the purchase. As sly as they come, they were heavily implying that OpenAI got their mitts on the ownership. The asking price for AI.com was a cool $11 million. That's way more than my buddy Dwayne spends on protein shakes. So now over at XAI, Musk's playground barring any SpaceX launches, their mission statement says something about unraveling the true nature of the universe. Hey, moving on to the next news. Y'all ain't gonna believe this. So Instagram, yes, that very same platform where I drop my awesomeness every day, is now on a mission, an information mission. They're working to tag all the AI-generated content flying around. Mr. Know-It-All, Alessandro Paluzzi, spilled the beans, and he even shared a screenshot to prove it. Gotta appreciate the fact check, though. But check this out. These labels, they ain't just for decoration. They're helping you out, letting you spot that AI tweak content in a jiffy. And what's more, they also explain the whole generative AI shebang and how you can recognize AI posts when you see one. Now here's the kicker. ZDNet pointed out that those uber popular IG influencers like Lil Miquela, Emma, and Shudu, well, they're straight up creations of pixels by AI, all imaginary but shining bright like stars in our Insta feeds. Ain't that something? And while they're doing all this labeling business, Meta's looking forward to roll out some AI chatbot personas. Yeah, they do know how to keep their fingers in many pies, ain't they? The big boys have decided to play safe too, with Meta lining up with tech giants Google, Microsoft, even OpenAI and others. These guys just made promises to the White House about meeting certain guidelines for using responsible AI. Let's slide right on into the next saucy AI news scoop, baby. Strap in, because here it is. We've got this new study, right, by the fine folks at McKinsey. They hitting us up with this global survey on AI, and let me tell you, the numbers don't lie. They seeing a serious upswing in people playing around with these so-called generative AI tools. You got that ChatGPT. Yeah, you heard of it. Apparently lots of peeps are dabbling in these still hot out the oven new tools from mid-April 2023. Now ain't that something? All right, y'all, let's talk percentage. Round up close to 8 in 10 respondents. Yeah, I said it. 79% said they've messed around with generative AI. And just over 1/5, like 22%, they're putting these tools to work like clockwork for their 9-5 grind. Guess where they getting at it the most? Using Gen AI goodies. No surprises here. Tech industry and North America taking that crown. Yo, now where they putting these skills to work mostly? I hear you. Marketing and sales, developing some wicked new products, and serving it up online. That's where Gen AI tools pumping out results. But hold on to your hats, because here is the real kicker. About 3/4 of those surveyed got a hunch saying Gen AI is set to turn industries topsy-turvy over next 3 big ones. Years, y'all. Watch out, world. So Hart's racing in the tech and finance sectors, feverish for the disruption coming down the pipe. Even brainy stuff like banking and tutoring ain't getting scared, talking significant shifts coming their way because of Gen AI. But industry sweating bullets, more leaning towards holding drills than chips, ain't too worried about their game getting disturbed. Manufacturing crew probably popping open that can now. But keep your eyes open and stay tuned, because things are only getting started. Next we have NASA, IBM, and the darlings of AI, hugging face coming together to whip up a geospatial model. Now sit still, because here comes the kicker. Those brains see a side gig for this AI model in the fight against climate change. No, there ain't no Captain Planet or Superman involved, but we got a legit upgraded version here straight from NASA's satellite data treasure troves. This sidekick of ours can keep tabs on everything from how our lovely Amazon rainforest is doing to checking on Aunt Betty's corn yields or even snitching on bad behaving gases. You know who you are. Continuing on, folks, we're taking a peek under this project's hood via our friendly neighborhood AI platform. Yes, that's the Phantom Watson unearthed at none other than IBM. There ain't no mystery hiding here. This workhorse model is wired and ready for high-stakes jobs like mapping flood and burn scars, too. You know what? They even beat their own record book, scoring a 15% bump performance-wise, while not even breaking a sweat on data use. All those pretty chalkboard scribbles calculating right and left, effort cut in half. Bam. While you're figuring that out, let me slide this in here. They also sprinkled some time crust dust or something, because these brainy boffins promise this jewel can shave off long brain-dead waiting times by a cool 3 to 4 times faster than the usual waits endured for geospatial analysis jobs. I mean it. And don't y'all dismiss this as some nerdy scientist trinket either, because they've got plans for it to shine in business world too, decked out for enterprise AI use cases. And one more thing. There ain't just novelty model version freebies we're talking about here. Throw your wallets at IBM if you want serious biz access, because they're shipping out a full-fledged commercial flavor of this beauty through their fancy environmental intelligence suite Jazz sometime later this year. Y'all didn't hear this from me, but start making your Christmas lists already. Get ready for this space-age miracle under your tree when Santa checks his list twice come next winter. From where I'm standing, the future sure does look bright. All right, y'all, here it comes. Drum roll, please. Today's last AI news dribble coming at you now. I know it's so bittersweet. Check this out. We've got the big guns, those Goldman Sachs forecasters over in economics research, making some pretty huge predictions for AI around the world. They're saying that by 2025, just around the corner, the global investment in AI could hit a cool $200 billion. You heard me right, folks. More than just dollar signs, though, this would mark a shift of tectonic proportions, making PCs and electricity's impact on GDP look like chump change compared to the MVP, our dear AI. One of the heavy hitters pushing up that average is a neat little gimmick called Generative AI. According to these brainiacs at Goldman, once we have Gen AI running on all cylinders, it could push labor productivity up by more than 1 percentage point every year after full adoption. Now let's get down to real talk. This ain't going to be smooth like Kevin Hart's charm, ladies and gentlemen. These businesses are going to need major upfront investments in physical stuff, digital goodies, and let's not forget about investing in people, good old human capital. The total estimate of these daunting checks, a whopping 200 billion smackers by 2025. And guess what? Who takes the largest chunk? You bet your buttons. Half of it is projected for Uncle Sam's home grounds. But hey, that kind of money has potential. For example, U.S. GDP could increase as much as 4% on account of these investments alone. Different nations sprinkling them AI dollars around could maybe pull a 2.5% rise out of their GDP hats. So where's all this cash money flying? It ain't playing hush-hush. Building models are being funneled into data centers, developing beauty AI software, and oh yes, it's finding its way into the pockets of enterprise end users exploring opportunities like curious kittens. Now hold your horses, the rollout party is just kicking off, baby. The majority of CEOs are thinking they'll catch up on the AI wagon anywhere between 3 and 10 years from now, predicting a boost for our beloved motherland's economy from 2025 to 2030. Finishing strong here, big finale ahead. By 2032, our pocket rockets, generative industries are geared towards expanding to a whooping $1.3 trillion night train. Well, y'all, ain't no tired cape-wearing news anchors here, but I've given you all my juicy scoops for today. Remember, Don't count the days until there's no tomorrow. Make artificial intelligence knock at your door instead. You can thank me later. Currently humming off, but just for now. All right. Here's your boy, Kevin Hart, recapping today's good stuff. Man, we've been chatting about how the domain AI.com has been playing switcheroo with us. First, it was ChatGPT, and now it's rerouting users to Elon Musk's AI company, XAI. Practically playing hide and seek, but why stop there? Big Bill got into the fun and hinted that OpenAI changed handy for a cool $11 million. Instagram's caught on the AI vibes too, prepping labels to call out that meta AI poppin' content. Coming handy in recognizing those cheeky AIs acting like Rio de Janeiro models or Silicon Valley nerds. According to the chatty folks at McKinsey Global Survey, it turns out quite a few peeps have taken these fancy Gen AI tools for a spin. Majority thinks big changes are coming in our industry competition. The tech-savvy ones see total upheaval thundering down their alley, while manufacturing's chilling for the moment. And we didn't forget our stargazers. Sing it loud for partners NASA, IBM, and Hugging Face cooking up some Earth-friendly AI. Their lineup includes deforestation monitors to champion tree huggers and greenhouse gas watchdogs for you eco-warriors. Little icing on the cake is Goldman Sachs saying, brace up folks, because get this, worldwide AI investment might skyrocket up to $200 billion by 2025. All but casual stuff which can eclipse even electricity and PC's effects on GDP. Now ain't that something? If you thought that was helpful, make sure you share this podcast with at least 3 of your friends. Don't be shy, and let me know which AI celebrity you want to hear from next time. And stay funny, my friends, until the next episode.